And he had it set up where there was a trap door where he like pushed a fucking thing on with his foot, and it would just dump him right out of the fucking barber chair into this trap chute, and the dude he'd keep him.
Wasn't this Sweeney Todd?
It might have been. That might be who I'm thinking of.
Well, that's a movie. I don't know if that's with Johnny Depp. Cannibalism is like a sexual. I don't want to say fantasy, but like they sexualize it basically, and like they get off on cannibalism and just weird shit. Like the standard serial killers, started with animals, worked his way up to people. he was an animal torturer, so that's like a surefire sign. If there's a kid that's torturing, killing, skinning animals, you know that they're gonna be fucked up.
If there was a human arm on the ground, I'd be like,
gross.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And there's people out there that are like, oh, I'll take that home. I'll put it in my fridge.
It looks awfully tasty.
Once I'm done jerking myself off with that, I'm totally gonna eat it. That's the kind of shit they do.
Oh, whoopsie. I did.
Or puss or mediocre. Huh?
Did you poop?
Did I fart?
Or poop?
Dude, I tried carrying the trash out to the dumpster before you guys got here.
Almost pooped yourself?
And it fucking shit garbage fluid all over me. I had to go inside and change.
How do you know it wasn't just leaking out of your asshole?
No, it was because it was leaking all over my fucking arms and shit. It smelled like fucking rotten, dude.
Gross.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey there. Oh, welcome to this conversation. It's gross.
Gross.
It's a way to start your day. I hope it's the morning, which it should be. Yeah. We're
What's
backwards.
up?
Throw that shit, girl. Back it up.
Sit on it. Spit on.
Before we continue here, I just want to say I'm sorry you couldn't make it into work today for your gas, which, in case you guys don't know, is gaping asshole syndrome. It affects 1 in 1 million American men. I'm just here to spread awareness about it. So just like Colby spreads diseases. So thank you for your time.
I fucking gave diseases. That's how that works. Fucking herpes.
How's your gas? I'm sorry. Your gaping asshole syndrome was flaring up today.
Wow. Yeah, I got something. I caught something that's not been very fun.
Yeah.
I've been pretty low key all day.
I do believe it's karma for you talking shit to me about being sick.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep. 100%.
Oh, you were being quite dramatic when you were sick.
I was not. I felt awful. I haven't felt that bad in years.
Yeah, normally when people don't feel that good, they go home.
I did. I was home for two days.
You sat at work the one day and you were like,
yeah.
Oh, I feel like shit.
Yeah, I slept most of the day.
I mean, if the boss allows it, why not?
I mean, does he allow it or did he just not know about it? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't like being at work if I feel like absolute shit.
I don't either, but usually I can usually work through being sick, but I was just done. I couldn't fucking.
If it would have been like just the shits, man, like I said, I probably would have been at work and no big deal. But dude, the waves of like, there was a couple times where like I was sleeping today and I just woke up and I was like, I'm gonna puke, and then I'd like sit up and it would just go away. Yeah. I'm like, okay, but okay. Dude, like, and then the fucking chills, dude. That's the worst when you're under like 2-3 fucking blankets. And you know you should be sweating your ass off, and you're like, fucking Jesus, it's cold in here.
That's exactly how it is when you get strep throat, too.
Dude, if you would have had your bathroom done, you could have just taken a bubble bath.
Yeah.
You could. No, you couldn't.
Tub.
Yeah.
Could have took a fucking straight up steamer of a shower, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not worry about the fucking.
And say you took a steamer in the toilet. Yeah. A big, juicy steamer of gross poop.
Yeah, I think I'm dehydrated as fuck too.
Probably.
I'm not very good at drinking water.
No, you're not.
And then when I get sick, it's like, so
Probably takes you a lot longer to.
like
Clear
I
out
woke
of
up
it.
in the middle of the night, somewhere around like 3-4 o'clock last night, and I was fucking shitting liquid out my ass.
Mm-hmm.
And by 10-11 o'clock this morning, I had like the fucking belly pressure, like I was about to blow the toilet up, but I'd go sit down there, and it was like I was constipated and I couldn't fucking poop.
Right.
And I think it's because I'm fucking dehydrated.
Yeah.
And I accidentally bleached my asshole today.
What now?
Yeah. I accidentally bleached my asshole.
How do you accidentally bleach your asshole?
Well, I thought I was using a dude wipe, and I didn't really pay attention, and it was a
Clorox wipe.
Clorox wipe.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, that shit's probably real clean. You could eat off that asshole now. Maybe not now, but.
Yeah, I've been having some pretty good smelling farts. They come out like.
That's not true. You literally just fucking ripped one over there. You walked over and
That
it followed
one-
you. You said, oh my God.
That one was bad.
It followed me.
That one was bad. Yeah, so anyway.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm done with this shit fucking by tomorrow morning.
Yeah, because you got work to do.
And
How was your.
I got a show to play with Bo tomorrow night.
Oh, good luck. Yeah.
And I got a bathroom to fucking work on all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Are you done? Okay.
I got shit to do.
How was your week?
Wasn't too bad. We officially decided we're starting to look for another dog now.
All right.
Already, yeah.
That's soon. Very
Yeah.
quick.
It's weird in the house without.
No grieving time, huh?
Thought about it.
There was plenty of grieving time, but he was also sick for quite a while.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew it was coming, but yeah, we filled an application out, and from so we like the pit bulls.
Yeah, so
Just we like to rescue them. I mean, and
You should make a TV series about it.
And
yeah,
Call it
I think.
You should call it Pitbull Rescue.
But no, we filled out an application, and it sucks because it sounds like we're not gonna get even like a thought about to get him.
Why?
Why?
Because on there's a thing that says you have to put your like your home insurance provider and all that, and because you have to have like aggressive dog insurance or they have to cover it,
So
and they don't. Fucking our insurance doesn't do it. There's hardly any insurance companies that do, and so yeah, it may be tough.
That whole aggressive dog bullshit
It's bullshit.
is pure bullshit.
Yeah.
It is 100%
Yeah,
Ownership.
yeah.
Yeah.
My last dog, Pitbull, lived with my sister. She had fucking 3 kids in the couple years that he lived with her. And that was the sweetest dog to those kids. Like, not a fucking mean bone in his body.
Oh yeah. Well,
Like,
Kevin and Christy, my aunt and uncle, they got 2 pit bulls. They're blue pits,
yeah.
and those dogs fight each other every now and again. But when I take my kids over there, dude, they're just like, they used to call them the nanny dogs
Yeah.
because they would just make sure your kids didn't fucking kill themselves around the house when you were doing shit.
Right.
Yeah.
They're good dogs.
I
I've
got
always had pit
bad
bulls or
fucking stigma.
pit bull mixes. And
Yeah, I love their, like, just their attitude and everything.
I had a dog that was a pit bull Doberman. My friends had a Doberman and a pit bull, and they fucked and they made babies. And we had one.
That's how that works. Huh?
It was the nicest. It's the nice. You guys sounded so exactly. I didn't know who was fucking who.
That's how that works.
Yeah. Anyway, that nicest dog I've ever had in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, ours was fucking absolutely amazing. And I adopted him from the Humane Society when he was 2. And, like, he still had, like, the puppy stage in him, but
Yeah.
not other dogs didn't give a shit about.
So you guys pretty set on like a pit bull breed?
I would like to, just because I loved his, like, the way he acted and all that, and just kind of, in a way, hoping to get something similar to that.
Yeah.
And everyone that I've met is very similar to that. You know, they'll cuddle right up with you in bed or whatever, but then they're also, I like the idea of having just that, you know, a little bit intimidating look just to start off, even though, you know, that way it deters people from, like, he's out on the chain in the yard or something.
Yeah.
And it deters people from just walking up and coming up to pet or whatever. You know, they just kind of like, oh, all right.
Well, that people see it and they're like, I'm not robbing that house.
Oh,
Right.
pit bull. Yeah, that's what they think about Bourbon. Bourbon gets all fucking tough like he's a fucking
Yeah. Which I don't, maybe because I know him, but I don't see that. I just see a big dum-dum.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like when the UPS trucks and shit come by, like, dude, the hair stands up on his back and he fucking starts barking and they're all scared shitless of him. I'm like, that's a good thing, I guess. You know, ain't nobody gonna fucking come on the property.
Right. It makes people think, like, take a second look and be like, okay, maybe not.
That's a big dog.
Yeah.
That's a big dog.
Yeah. Even like, so our bedroom's in the basement. Like having a dog is just like the perfect like security system for having a bedroom in the basement because there's no walkout door or anything. So somebody does come in, he's the first one to alert us.
It's the first
and
place.
he'll be upstairs like that. And so we'll know for sure if there's actually somebody in or not.
It's the best place to be if somebody breaks into your house is in the basement because you have no way out. So your only option is to fucking kill them.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
They come down the steps. You have no way out. You're cornered. I'm shooting.
yeah, only leave one story.
Yeah. One story.
Speaking of killing, we're talking about some serial killers tonight. One of my favorite fucking
Have you ever
topics.
thought about what it would be like to actually be a serial killer?
I have possibly thought about stuff like that.
I must say I had a lot of time today to like dream and fantasize because I stayed home sleeping all day. And I definitely had a couple dreams today where I was fucking killing people.
I see. I've never had dreams about that. I've just thought about like, what would I do? What would I be like? How would I get away with it? What, how would I kill him? What's my MO? You know?
Well, today was like just beating the shit out of them till they're dead. That was what I was doing today, apparently.
So you're going to be the beatdown
I
killer?
was just grabbing motherfuckers and roughing them up. Oh, he's dead. On to the next one.
What would be your calling card? Like, oh, this is the beatdown killer.
You know,
Would you leave like a pair of brass knuckles like on the ground next to him?
That'd get expensive. I feel like you should do like something simple, like leave a turd across their lips or something.
A mustache.
You're good at pooping.
turd across their lips.
I feel like you could shit on command. So if you can just go up like, yeah, I feel a shit of brewing. I better go get my kill on.
I think I'd leave them with fucking tampons shoved in their nose.
It was boring. That's weird.
Yeah.
Whether they get a nosebleed from you
Beating their ass, yeah.
So you fucking stop their nosebleed when they're dead.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
That's very nice of you.
Unless you leave like a fucking handwritten note or something, you're gonna end up getting your serial killer title by the media and everybody else anyway. So, I mean,
I called you the beatdown killer, so
you'd be the butthole banging killer, probably, right?
something close to that, probably.
Yeah, you look like a raper.
Oh, that's 100% you, dude.
You'd be raping them first.
That is 100% you. Look at your mullet. That just screams rapey.
Well, that is prejudice.
But it's not.
You're just assuming that because of mullet. What do you think a mullet's just a rapey vibe?
It is.
Yeah.
Why? What? Who do you know that's a raper that rocks a mullet?
That rocks a
Colby.
mullet? Colby. This real sick fuck Colby Dickus, aka the beatdown killer.
There's no proof. There's no proof of that currently.
But there will be.
Yeah, you can't catch me until you have actual evidence that that's happened.
I'm on to you.
Yeah, well, I'll be in you when you catch me as a rapist.
I don't think you will.
Yeah. Hey, does this napkin smell like chloroform?
Can't use my mind.
No, don't rape me.
Oh, too late.
Oh, too late. Brandon, you'd be all about it. You know you would be.
I would not be about any of that.
Why?
Well, for one, I don't want to get raped.
You don't like getting raped?
I've never had it happen, but I assume, I guess, that I wouldn't like it. And second of all, I wouldn't want to be murdered either. You know,
Yeah.
this doesn't sound like a pleasant time.
I mean, I probably could deal with being raped if I wasn't murdered. I wouldn't want to get murdered.
See, I feel like if I'm getting raped, just kill me.
Right? Yeah.
Like I don't want.
I mean, I don't.
It's not the way you think. It's not going to be some woman that's just riding your dick, forcefully. It's going to be some big fucking guy named Bruce probably, and he's going to just be fucking hammer fisting your gaping. Good thing you got gas right now, because otherwise it'd be be a little more resistance.
Yeah, but I mean, there's more to life. Like you can get past a traumatic experience like that and live a full life.
You can,
afterwards.
but I don't think I'd want to.
Yeah, I'm right.
I mean, what if
you
nobody
definitely
saw it?
can get
What if
past.
nobody saw it? It was just you and your therapist are the only ones that know about it.
You're still gonna have
Yeah, I mean,
dreams
I don't
about
think
it.
most like there's not an audience for most rapes.
Well, I know.
Like-
Otherwise, there would be.
But you'd just be okay being like, yeah, my life can be over. I got raped. There's nothing left.
Probably.
I'd tell people about that shit.
You'd tell people about it?
Oh, fuck yeah, I would. Like, I got raped.
So it's
It was not. It was
you're
not
leaning
fun.
more towards like, it happened, whatever.
Yeah.
It was okay. I didn't mind it.
The guy wasn't that bad.
It was-
Well, when you go to prison, I'm going to make sure I give you powdered soap to take
he
with
didn't
you.
buy me a fucking steak first, but
Well, you
it's
can't pick it
whatever.
up.
No, I think I'd probably tell people I'd start like sexual awareness assault training classes. Be like, don't talk to that guy. That guy's a raper. Don't talk to that guy. That guy's a raper.
How do I know? Mullet. Mullet with chops.
Mullet with chops. Stay away from the chops. The chops are the dead giveaway.
Chops are definitely, yeah. Especially if it's just chops. Nothing else. Like just they have like normal hair, but they got chops.
Skinhead with chops.
Yeah. Dude, fucking raper.
That guy's a raper.
Instant raper.
That's a raper. Or guys with like really curly hair.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon.
I don't have curly hair. Prove it.
Question.
So Albert Fish was a raper. What?
I was going to ask you,
Mm-hmm.
if we set up like a fucking wrestling ring, right? And it was me versus you. Winner,
Oil or no oil?
like everything goes, but the loser is the one who gets penetrated.
Okay.
Who do you think's losing that fight?
Oh, you're going to lose.
You don't get to leave until somebody's penetrated.
You're definitely losing because I
think
really
so?
don't want to get fucking penetrated.
Yeah, I don't want to get penetrated by you either.
I guess it probably wouldn't be as bad for me to get penetrated than it would for you because it probably wouldn't hurt me as much because you're.
Because you have a gaping asshole.
No, that's you. You have a gaping asshole.
You
but
also,
you also have
you fell on a banister.
you have a wiener that rivals a pissed off field mouse.
Oh,
So I'm told. Never seen it,
I've never
but
been related to that one yet.
pissed off field mouse.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, you now have.
I could be a serial killer of mice. I think actually I am already.
That's good. Those are welcome in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think of like terrible ways to kill mice. I like
Yeah,
a
we've
lot
been
of,
down this road already.
Yeah, it's kind of sadistic as fuck if you think about it.
Well,
As long as I stay with mice and don't switch to people, I'll be all right. Right?
yeah. But I mean, that's where a lot of people start is animals.
Animals, and then they move to kids.
They moved well.
See, it just brings up every time. Just the children. Leave the fucking children alone.
Yeah, you
God.
sick fuck. Speaking of, Albert Fish took some notes. See that? Mm-hmm. Professional. This guy. So this was a long time ago. So he was born in 1870. So this was
Holy shit!
this is old. Some of his aliases. Yeah, he's still kicking. He's waiting his death penalty. He was called the Gray Man, the Werewolf of Wisteria. I'm saying that right, Wisteria, and the Brooklyn Vampire. He did all kinds of. He did the cannibalism thing. He did the mutilation, murder, and his targets were your favorite, young kids.
Ooh,
So he did this shit for a long time. Usually, and it says too, it's funny, it's like he targeted vulnerable victims, which you'd think if he's targeting kids, it's pretty vulnerable. But nope, he didn't stop there. It was kids in poverty, kids with disabilities, and he used various methods to just lure them, you know? Probably like did the candy thing and
do you think that's where like the stranger with candy started? This dude. Hey, little kid, I got some candy over here. Step in my horse buggy.
my horse buggy. It probably was. Yeah, it was like, hey, I got these. I don't even know what kind of candy they would have back then. I got these.
Lemon
Licorice.
drops. It was
Just
like the old
licorice.
school.
I got
Yeah.
this licorice.
The hard lemon drops
Yeah.
and the root beer candies.
Yeah.
Butterscotch. Butterscotch, I feel like was
Yeah,
around back then.
butterscotch for sure.
Do you know how easy it would be to get away with that kind of shit back then?
Yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
he probably went off killing people for years, and there's like the only way he could get caught is if somebody actually witnessed it.
Yeah, like that far, like 1800s before fucking security cameras would be so easy.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
Like-
not just. I mean, security cameras. They have like
Just
no way to
everything.
test like blood
Yeah.
and fingerprint. I don't even know when fingerprinting started, but I'm assuming it really wasn't a thing back then.
dude, you
Yeah,
could
you literally have to just get caught.
you
doing
could
it.
shoot somebody, and then like people would come running to the gunshot, and you could be standing there with a gun in your hand with a dead person in front of you, and be like, "Some guy shot him and took off over the hill," and they'd be like, "Let's chase him." And
Well, because everybody had a gun then.
yeah,
Like somebody hears a gunshot. There's fucking 100 guys with fucking guns.
I mean, everybody has a gun now, or should.
Well, not everybody is walking around carrying one in their waistband.
It's true.
Like
No.
they should.
They definitely
I think
should.
they definitely should,
I carry
but-
every day.
Yeah.
like in your waistband.
Yeah. I don't carry a 6-shooter or anything. You know, like, oh, draw, motherfucker.
Or do you just leave it in your truck?
No, I don't. I definitely don't leave it in my truck.
Yeah, people would steal it if you left it in your truck.
People definitely will steal it if you leave it in your truck.
Do you carry a gun?
No,
No.
I should. I don't.
Do you have a gun?
Yeah.
You do. I don't. I don't carry mine very often.
This dude, this Albert Fish, he so obviously he ate them, raped them, molested, did all pretty much all the bad shit that you can think of. He did. And this fucking guy sent a letter to, I think it was his first victim. I don't know if it was the first victim or not, but it was a young girl. And I could read it, but it's fucking long as fuck. But yeah, I sent a letter to Jesus.
He sent a letter.
Sent a letter to
Jesus.
the mom. Here's some of it right here. It says, Grace sat in my lap and kissed me. I made up my mind to eat her on the pretense of taking her to a party. There's another one. Jesus Christ. First, this is awful. First, I stripped her naked. How she did kick, bite, and scratch. I choked her to death, then cut her in small pieces so I could take my meat to my rooms, cook it, and eat it. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is what is wrong? I don't know what fuck people, man. How sweet and tender her little. Okay, I'm done. I'm good reading the rest of that, but
What the fuck?
yeah.
So let me ask you this: if you were going to eat somebody, what part of the body do you think you would try first?
Well, so I've heard
I got a buddy, who's
I've heard the ass cheeks are the best, which I'm pretty sure not
like
cannibals, but remember
like
that
a
plane
pot
that
roast.
plane crash? It was like in the Andes or something, or
Yeah,
some mountains
yeah,
or whatever, and they
yeah.
ended up eating people and shit.
Yep.
The
to survive.
yeah, and like the Donner Pottery and stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that they always said like the ass is like the best thing to eat, really.
Huh?
I could be wrong, but
You go for the
I
ass.
feel
I don't know if I would.
like I don't feel like I'm doing like the 3-2-1 method on the ribs or anything.
No.
I think I'm just trying to hunk off a chunk of steak or something. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a bicep or something.
yeah, I don't know
Thigh.
about a bicep.
Why.
I feel like that's pretty muscly and not as. I want it
Fatty?
well marbled. So I think I feel like the ass cheek would probably be pretty good.
Let me just Google what is the. I'm gonna get flagged by the FBI or something. What is?
I think I'd probably cut a steak out of like somebody's quad or something. You know.
Well,
I think that's.
I mean, that's pretty muscly too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I shouldn't.
I bet
Google
people-
this, but
I bet people's.
I don't know if you had. It's on PBS, so it should be good. PBS. They have fucking pictures of fucking hoagie with the arm in it. Way to go, PBS. If you had to eat a human body part, it's fucking long. Just give me some notes, some bullet points. I'd be like, oh, this part.
Think you could make bacon out of the stomach?
Probably.
Oh, they have calorie values.
Ooh.
Dude, I bet you like human skin crisps up like really nice too. Like if you were
Like
fried.
potato skins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet if you like fried like a chunk,
Bacon cheddar potato skins.
I bet you could make like some fucking out of the belly with the skin on. You could make some like burnt end, barbecue burnt end.
How much or how many calories do you think the skin in total, your entire amount of skin on your body, how many calories do you think that is?
1,000
1,000?
calories. Human skin, 1,000 calories.
We're doing not per serving. How much is a serving?
One whole skin suit. A whole person. Whole person of skin.
One whole skin suit.
10,000 calories.
That is a really good guess. 10,278 calories.
Wow.
I feel like have you researched this kind of shit before?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
If I were to kill somebody and eat them, what would be the best part to eat for calorie wise anyway?
How do you know that?
Yeah. I don't know what that part is, but I don't even know how to say this. The adipose, ADIPOSE tissue. It looks like it's in the knee area. Average calorie value.
I was going to say knee would be a good
49,938 calories.
What?
Fuck, dude. I don't know.
Where do they get these numbers?
From people testing? I don't know.
So
Is that
you're
what it means being an organ donor?
So what you're saying is
You just get sent
eating
off
people
and-
is
Yeah,
like,
and they eat you.
They test your calories.
Yeah, that's where all the elites. That's how they get. They don't drink children blood anymore. They just take dead bodies and they eat them.
so what you're
talking
saying
about
is it's
Epstein's
very
Island.
Yeah, those types.
Yeah.
Yeah, they eat the hearts and they gain their power.
it's very unhealthy to eat a person. You'll be fucking loading up with calories.
Cole, whoever Cole is, grouped the butt muscles with the head and torso, which had a caloric value of 5,400. Don't bother with the kidneys, pancreas, or teeth, which ranked among the lowest body parts calorie wise. So I don't know why you would fuck with teeth anyway.
You said pancreas?
No.
Is that what you just said? The pancreas is in that?
Yeah. Kidneys, pancreas, or teeth.
Or teeth.
I don't know what kind of person would eat teeth or why you'd want to try, but I don't know. I mean, the skeleton itself has 25,000 calories. Whole skeletal system.
Really? Well, you can
Get that marrow.
you get a femur.
Crack that shit open. Suck that.
You can fucking boil. You can boil like chopped up femur and make some fucking nice soup.
Yeah, teeth
bone
fucking
broth?
teeth taste disgusting though. Like that's fucking like when you're at the dentist and getting it grinded on and you get all that dust in there.
Well, I mean,
It's the
how would
worst
you
fucking taste.
how would you eat teeth anyway? They're hard. You
Like,
break your
you have
teeth
to grind it down like they do at the dentist.
like a powder. But
Yeah, you snort it like cocaine.
how do you have these Let's say you're stuck in the mountains. How do you have these capabilities? Get a rock and just
Yeah, hard
grind it.
rock.
Yep. Just fucking
you thought about this too?
start hard rock. Start hard rocking the teeth, you know?
Yeah, gross. So yeah, Albert Fish, he was a real fucked up fucking guy. I would assume
Wrote a fucking letter.
one of the first considered serial killers, you know, because, well, I mean, serial killers didn't really become serial killers, like the term, until like the
Well, how
70s.
many kills do you have to become
I think three. Yeah.
Three.
But I also don't think it's necessarily the amount of kills. I think it's also
the
like
pattern and like
patterns and
The amount of confirmed kills.
yeah.
the amount of confirmed kills. But I think it's the patterns, like how you kill them, reasonings, the type of people, like if you have like a specific, you know, like the co-ed killer, how he fucking killed younger women and shit. And
Right.
So there was a serial killer, and I'm just bringing this up off of my memory of seeing a documentary on it one time. But years and years ago, when they used to, like, one of the biggest things around was in Chicago, they would do like a giant festival in Chicago where like people would come from all over the world to like show their latest and greatest like engineering,
inventions
and whatever. And there was this guy, and this was back in like the 1800s too, whatever. But like one of the big hotels in Chicago that people would stay at had like this barber shop, and the guy that owned it, whatever, like had a barber shop in it. These guys would come in to get like their fresh shaves and stuff before they went downtown and whatever. And he had it set up so that like he'd kick the chair back, and he had it set up where there was a trap door where he like pushed the fucking thing with his foot, and it would just dump him right out of the fucking barber chair into this trap chute, and the dude he'd keep him.
Wasn't this Sweeney Todd?
It might have been. That might be who I'm thinking of.
Well, that's a movie. I don't know if that's with Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
Sweeney Todd. Yeah. That was it.
I watched that movie today when I was stayed home from work.
Yeah, it's such a good documentary.
No,
so realistic.
it might be what it is, but I think I'm thinking of.
I don't know. Maybe maybe this is based off of somebody like that or something. But
yeah, it might be.
I don't know.
But I'm pretty sure it was like he would capitalize on like the Chicago convention or whatever.
The Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
Yeah.
Let's see if it was based on a true story.
And I might be thinking of like multiple serial killers like in one thing here, but so I know there was one that had to do with like the Chicago convention, and he would kidnap people and like hold them in like hidden trap rooms and shit and do experiments on them. And I thought it was the barber guy.
Well, I mean, I don't know. This isn't based on a true story or anything. I guess he'd kill him and then he'd give him to his girlfriend or whatever, this lady, and then she'd cook them, and I guess they would eat them.
That doesn't sound familiar. Yeah. Must not be the one I'm thinking of.
So I looked up like female serial killers, and the first one that came up was a fucking 10-year-old little girl, Mary Bell. So she was over in like England or something like that. She would, her neighbors or like her neighborhood kids that were all around, she would lure these little boys in. And I know 2 boys for sure she killed in the same way. She would lure them in and tell them that like their throat hurt. Like somehow she would convince, I guess they were only 4 or 5 years old, but she would convince them that their throat hurt, and she was like, let me massage it. She would start massaging it, and then all of a sudden just start like squeezing and strangle them until they fucking passed out dead. And she did that on 2 separate occasions. The first one, she left a note as well, and just like mocking the young kid, left a note for the parents, mocking the young kid that she just killed. And then I think on the second one, she like carved an M in his stomach.
Yeah,
from what I heard,
said she mutilated the body.
Yeah, and carved an M in his stomach. And the first one was 4 years old, and the second one was 3 years old. And she was only fucking 10.
Yeah,
she got caught.
Other people's kids, man.
Right. She served she only served 12 years in prison. She went to juvie or whatever, and she got out when she was fucking 23. Double murder, got out when she was 23 years old, and she's still alive now.
Yeah.
Really?
I think she goes by like an alias now, though.
She lives in anonymity.
Yeah.
Anonymity.
So
she's anonymous.
Is she still killing people or no?
We don't know. I mean, obviously not, or they don't know about it because she's just out and about. So her mom was a 16-year-old sex worker.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So, raise your fucking kids right, and you don't have to worry about them killing people.
Well, yeah, she said the first thing she said was, take that thing away from me, the mom.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean.
But you imagine like that fucking, at 10 years old, how fucked up you have to be just to strangle.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I heard there was another story where she lured a guy on top, or a young kid on top of like a building and pushed him off.
Shoved him?
Yeah, shoved him off. I don't think he died, but like that was the start of it.
I don't think. Yeah, she tried to strangle like several other kids. Like,
wow.
But yeah, I mean I feel like that's how they usually start. Is like
young kids doing fucking like just usually it's with like animals.
Animals.
Or
Well,
pets.
I'm saying like
Yeah.
a lot of the times they have like fucked up parents and shit. Like they have fucked up upbringings, and then it just clicks something in their fucking brain to make them be fucking whack jobs. For the most part, I feel like there's some, because I can't remember if it was Ted Bundy or who it was, but there was somebody who didn't really have a bad upbringing. You know, it was like loving parents and stuff, and then they just were just fucking crazy,
just genetically fucking weird.
Yeah,
dude. Do you think as an adult she was like, after she got out and was moved on with her life, do you think she was like banging dudes and was like, hey, I'm into like choking, and she's like riding some guy, like strangling him, but like has to like, okay, stop, that's enough. He went a little farther than he should have. It's just to remind herself, like, you can't squeeze too hard. You think she gets her rocks off doing that nowadays?
that's possible.
I think it's a definite possibility.
She's just doing it like in a responsible way now, where she's not actually killing people. She's just
Irresponsible.
let me strangle you just until you about pass out, and then it's like my sex fetish.
Well, a lot of the times, like, that's how a lot of these like serial killers and shit, how they like get off, is not necessarily sex and shit. It's
domination.
It's just weird shit that get like cannibalism is like a sexual. I don't want to say fantasy, but like they sexualize it basically, and like they get off on cannibalism and just weird shit. Like, and I think like how could you like think about, like, I'm just sitting here thinking about eating you and be like, yeah, God, oh, your cheek tastes so good, you know?
That's creepy as fuck, dude.
Right? Imagine that.
Ooh, actually, like cheek meat, that would probably be the best.
That might be good,
you know,
but
it might be chewy.
also it's like you're also going to get that inner section. Like,
I
what
bet
kind of shit did they put in
that
their
you
mouth?
chew on anyway.
I bet-
like
I
every
bet
human
you-
chews on a little bit.
Right.
I bet you.
But I'm not saying like if I'm eating his cheeks, you know, I'm gonna be. I'll probably be getting like all kinds of cum and stuff inside of his. You know, I'm basically eating other dudes' cum because, you know, it's the shit that they put in their mouth.
Yeah.
You're gonna be getting that too,
dude. Rocky Mountain oysters, but like from a person.
Yeah, I mean,
They got to be good. Rocky Mountain oysters are good.
I would assume it's the same thing.
It's got to be.
And there's what was it, like 5 calories per sperm or something like that, or in a teaspoon of sperm?
That's a lot of calories.
I don't know. You said it, wasn't it you, or is it you?
Wasn't me.
Yeah, they were. I don't remember the.
It was like
exact
15,
details.
15 calories, something like that
Per
per teaspoon.
Yeah, it was like. What the fuck was it?
I don't know.
I can't remember now.
Yeah,
I don't have any of the deets in front of me.
no.
Those are hard.
It was under
Those are hard
20.
details to remember.
Under 20 and a teaspoon or a tablespoon of cum.
Yeah.
So if you ever need that little extra boost of calories, either if you're a woman, get somebody's cum, or just come into a teaspoon yourself. And
If we were in like in a position where like we were had to survive,
would you eat your own cum?
and there was no fucking no food, whatever. Like we had to fucking figure out how we were going to survive. Dude, we could take turns cutting a nut off, and then we could cook it up, and we could all share it.
Share one nut?
Yeah. You conserve. You know what I mean? There's like, say all 3 of us were out in the wilderness, lost, and we had
That's a lot of conserving.
dude. There's 6 of them between the fucking.
Or-
I think there's 6 of them.
What you could do is just keep coming, right?
Just eating cum.
Eating cum, because I mean that's going to continuously produce.
Do you think
The balls are you're only
eating
going to
cum
get
is going
6
to
balls.
replace cum? Like, do you think your body's going to make more cum if you're eating the cum that you're already?
I don't think so, and I also don't think your body would have a problem making cum either.
Well, if you're like running out of nourishment, you're just going to shut down certain functions.
I
Right.
think you'd be fine.
How long do you think you could
Do you
survive
think-
on eating your own cum?
Let's say, do you think you could produce enough cum to survive?
I don't know.
Do you?
I don't know. I've never had to be in that situation, and I don't.
You should try it.
I mean-
just practice. Just one day. Just blow it as many times as you can, and then measure it, and be like, "Yeah, this will probably get me through a week or so."
Yeah, I feel like that's a job for you because you're getting off like 3 times a day now.
Yeah, you should do that.
It's not
I feel
every day.
like-
That's just that one day.
You should do that scientific experiment and let us know how it pans out.
That's also not fair
That
because
sounds all right.
you guys are not too bad of a deal.
If I
I'll
had
let you guys
to,
know how it goes.
I suppose I'll take one for the team.
Take one.
I'll take 3.
Mm-hmm. Three
For the team.
What does that mean? 3 comes for the team?
Rub one out 3 times in a day.
Yeah. Well, we did need to do the whatever that Urban Dictionary was, where you come in December, right?
Oh yeah, that's
It's like
fucking
1 time on the 1st or something, 2 times on the
2
second.
times. And then you get to the end of the month and you have to come 30-something times in a day.
Like, yeah. So whatever the day number is, right? So like the 25th,
Right.
you have to come 25 times that day, all the way up till the new year.
Do you know
on
how
December
hard
1st.
that would be?
That would be
Starting December 1st, I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Do you think you could come
25 times
a day?
Dude, no, because by the time you got to that day, first of all, your dick would be so raw that you wouldn't want to fucking touch it. And it would be hard if you're stroking it, you're just ugh.
I mean, I feel like by the time you got to the end of the month, like your dick would just be a fucking callus.
Right.
You know what I mean? You'd just be
yeah,
all
I
fucking
feel like you
roughed
get to
up
like
and-
maybe day 8.
dude, that would suck.
Like I think 8 is probably top.
What's the most times you've fucked in one day?
Fucked?
Yeah. What's the most times you fucked in one day?
Oh god, I don't know. It was several. We were doing
You ever fucked so many times in one day that you're like, I don't want sex no more?
No.
Like because like your dick hurt?
Oh,
No. I don't think I've ever not wanted sex. Like that.
no, I've had to do it where my dick hurt. Like it was.
Like, yeah.
Like, no, I'm
out.
yeah. I don't know how many times that was.
I don't know.
Yeah, dude, I think so. There was a time I had sex, and it was probably like 4 or 5 days in a row, like where it was like 3 to 4 times, 5 times maybe a day for like 4 days straight. And I was like, I'm done. I'm done. No more. I'm done. My dick hurts. It's raw. It's fucking open for infection right now. Rub the fucking skin off of it.
It wasn't open to start the day.
No. By the time I was done,
Your herpes wasn't flaring up.
fuck. Jaden just texted me. I think Caitlin Clark just broke the record.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah. Sorry, that's what I was looking at. She texted me.
Yeah.
She's all fucking excited about it.
I mean, it is a really cool thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you
I
think?
wish I was that good at basketball.
Do you think Caitlin Clark is so good at basketball because she eats people outside of playing basketball?
Probably, yeah. I
She
mean,
has the
you
calories
only you only get that strong by eating so many hearts of people's.
That's probably the best muscle in a fucking human body is the heart.
Oh, for sure.
I bet.
Yeah. I mean, I've eaten. Was it cow? I guess it'd be cow. No, turkey. Turkey heart. Turkey hearts are good.
Turkey heart?
Heart gizzard. I always do all the fucking
The giblets?
giblets.
That's a weird word.
It is.
Giblets.
Well, especially after Scary Movie 2. That's all I could think of. I cook with all the giblets, the penises and the vaginas.
My germs.
My terms. Hold on a second.
Water.
What's happening? Did that thing auto refill? When the fuck?
What?
When did you? That thing was like almost empty. When did you fill that?
What?
I swear to God, was it not?
Are you high?
Are you a fucking magic man?
I am.
That thing was down.
I would
quarter.
say I'm more like Rain Man than I am Magic Man, but
Well, I agree, but however, that thing was at a quarter of a tank, and for some reason now it's damn near full.
yeah. Well,
Where did you?
There's also a box of beer here with an empty water bottle in it,
That's what it was. I didn't even see you do that.
right in front of your face.
Fucking magical.
Yep, magical.
Anyway, serial killers.
He's out of it.
See how that water's just like rotating inside the bottle.
Here's a good one. Richard Chase.
Dick Chase, huh?
The
Dick
vampire killer of Sacramento.
The old Dick Chase.
Is this the gray guy?
No, that was the
No,
fucking
we
last
just-
Oh,
one.
the last one.
God, just go back to sleep. You need your night time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need your night time.
I had my night time.
Do you want a night time with me?
I had night time at work. What?
Do you want a night time with me? I promise you'll wake up in the morning.
No, I don't trust you. Don't trust you one bit.
So tell us about this Dick Chase.
Dick Chase.
Dick Chaser.
Dick Chase, the vampire killer of Sacramento. Pretty cool name, I guess.
Vampire killer.
I feel like I'd want to be called
Dick
like
Chase or the vampire killer?
Oh no, not Dick Chase. The vampire killer of Sacramento. Maybe not Sacramento. That's kind of
Yeah.
Imagine getting caught and like you were known as the vampire killer, and you're like, yeah, that's a great name. And then people started calling you Dick Chaser.
Dick Chase.
Dick Chaser was caught for killing people, and then you're like,
I'm the
fuck.
vampire killer.
I'm the vampire killer. No, you're Dick Chaser, you're fucking
Dick
loser.
Chaser. This guy was, he was one of the standard serial killers. You know, started with animals, worked his way up to people. he was an animal torturer. So that's like a surefire sign. If there's a kid that's torturing, killing, skinning animals, you know that they're gonna be fucked up. And this guy, even after that, he started doing LSD, so that didn't help.
So there's a fine line between, like skinning animals and it being a problem.
Well, like
You know.
skinning them in the way of like you're in the backyard and there's a fucking dead squirrel and you go out and start just stabbing it repeatedly.
Yeah, that's a
And
little fucked
that's
up.
a little fucked up. Like we were walking by the lake fucking this last fall and there was a big fucking fish up on the bank and there's this kid just fucking sitting there stabbing it. And we heard
Future serial killer?
Yeah, definitely. And we heard his mom from down the street and you could just tell what kind of
Yeah.
fucking Johnny, get back here. I told you to get over here.
Yeah.
And she just fucking spaghetti strap falling here, like stains all over her white, like it's
Half a
fucking-
nipple hanging
Yeah,
out. And
like
it's not the kind you want to see.
fucking-
Yeah,
Just, he's going to kill somebody.
Yeah,
someday.
that he's gonna be. You take note. You should have taken note of
Dude,
that kid's name. Like,
and those kind of parents are like, oh, he was such a good kid. We
Yeah.
never saw it coming.
Yeah.
Everybody else did.
everybody saw that
Everybody
coming.
else did.
Yeah. So this guy was weird. He injected himself with rabbit blood for some fucking reason.
That
There was something, I don't have it here, but there was something about him like trying to like hide his blood from the Nazis or something. I don't know. It was weird as fuck. He was a weird dude. So that escalated to killing birds and drinking their blood. And then that turned into a string of, real murders of people, including a pregnant woman.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah. Who he drank her blood out of a yogurt cup.
Out of a yogurt
Because,
cup.
because if you're going to drink blood of a person, there's no finer way than out of a yogurt
Out
cup.
of a plastic
That's
yogurt
some yo
cup.
play. But if you want to get fancy, Greek yogurt cup.
Yeah, you got to do Greek.
Yeah.
feel
It
like-
tastes way better.
It's so much better.
Yeah.
And better for you.
Yep.
I feel like if you're going to, like, blood is gross anyway. I mean,
It tastes awful. What? Yeah.
like, if you look at, like, those African tribes and shit that, like, drink blood every day, that's, like, what they nourish themselves with, like, cow blood.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a religious deal. But that is gross as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
why do you want to? It's like drinking fucking warm, thick milk. Gross.
Well, that and it's like copper.
Mm-hmm.
Coppery.
The metallic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This guy was very dominant too. He had body parts in his fridge and all this shit.
Fuck.
Ended up killing himself in prison.
Like he was stockpiling like people parts.
People parts, yeah. Probably to eat
That's so
or
fucking-
whatever. I
What
don't.
makes you want to like? If there was a human arm on the ground, I'd be like,
gross.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
And there's people out there that are like, oh, I'll take that home. I'll put it in my fridge.
It looks awfully tasty.
Once I'm done jerking myself off with that, I'm totally gonna eat it. 'Cause that's the kind of shit they do.
Still got a Timex attracted or a strap to it.
Yeah. That actually reminds me, there was this movie I watched one time. It was a French movie Really fucking weird. I wish I could remember the title so like people could watch it. But it's the very first scene. It was like this dude out in the middle of this desert or something. And he was in his van and he's getting a blowjob, right? You see his head bobbing down up and down on his dick. And then he hears something on the radio and he like finishes up and then it's a head. He throws the head out the window and he drives away. So he's giving himself a blowjob with some chick.
What the fuck?
It was the very first scene. I was like, did not expect it because it just looked like some chick giving him a blowjob in the van or whatever. Nope. It was just some head that he cut off and it was fucking blowing him to sound. I was like, holy shit.
Fucking
I was like 11 years old.
popping out of the bottom of his throat.
Yeah. Oh. You think he got blood on his dick?
Oh yeah,
I would assume.
definitely.
He had to have.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. They didn't show that part. So I don't know.
Rats.
Regrets. Yeah. Yeah, it was a weird fucking movie.
I mean, I bet it wouldn't even be that great of a blowjob though either. You know what I mean? Like just a lifeless fucking mouth. Like,
Well, yeah, well, you would expect it would be dry too.
it's got to
It
be
would
fucking cold.
cold, and I'm pretty sure like the saliva stops producing, so it's
Do you
gonna be a
think-
rough tongue.
Do you think you would? Do you think you would eventually warm it up like a pocket pussy, where like after like a little bit you
With
kind
some
of warm it up?
Probably
Yeah.
with some friction, yeah.
You think you probably warm it
But
up?
it's still gonna be dry.
Gross.
Well, I guess the blood would probably.
You got
That
my
blood dries though pretty quick too.
got my pocket pussy.
I don't know if anybody's a serial killer out there who fucked yourself with a chopped off head. I guess let us know. Is it?
Let us know in the
Let
comments.
us know in the comments. Leave your full name, address, and state.
You sure got a pretty mouth.
You sure got a pretty mouth.
That fucking. Dude, some like the people that do this shit, man. It's like it's so curious.
Curious.
Like what actually
Goes through their minds.
goes through their minds when they're doing like the Ted Bundy thing, right? He just talked girls into getting in his car.
Well, okay, right, but he was like very charismatic. He was a good looking guy. Seemed perfectly fine. He didn't obviously come off as a serial killer. So they're like, this is perception. Like this guy looks and acts like a perfectly normal. I guarantee I'm gonna be fine getting a ride home from this guy or whatever. You know,
Yeah,
it's just the way you present yourself.
what,
you know?
dude? You
Now,
have
if
to.
Charles Manson were to come up to you in his car in his slug bug and be like, "Hey, you want to ride? You want to ride home?" I'm sure people wouldn't be like, "Yeah."
Even though like the time frame of them, like, these were all back in
Yeah, back in the day when like getting a
early
ride home
days
from
where
somebody
getting a ride
was-
home from a random person was fine. Where
Right.
like
You don't lock your
hitchhiking
doors.
was like fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Like now you don't even want your kids to play out in the fucking front yard.
Imagine
Right,
going.
yeah.
Like-
Imagine going to like City Beach in Clear Lake, right? Rolling up and parking in the fucking right on the parking spot there, and just leaning against the front of your car, and like as girls walk by, you're like, "Hey, you need a ride home?"
Yeah, the cops would be called
Dude,
on
the
you after the
cops
first
would be
meeting.
there
yeah.
so fucking fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you were like just being genuine, like, "Hey, you need a ride home?"
Well, yeah,
I'll
like
give you a ride
I mean,
home.
granted, 2 out of 3 of us would be legit about it and just give them a ride home, but
well, you know,
we all know who that was.
I have a hard time like understanding how some of these what thought processes go through their head when they're getting ready to like, when you break into somebody's house, right, and you're gonna go in there and like in the back of your head you're like, I'm probably gonna kill this woman, right?
Yeah.
Like when you go in there and you like first see her and like you see her like startled, like, oh my god, like, what goes through their fucking head? Like, oh, I'm gonna kill you now. like, do you think they feel like subconsciously like, this is really shitty, I shouldn't be doing this?
I think
Well, I
sometimes.
think most of them have even thought that. Like they know that they're doing something really shitty, but like they get off to it.
Mm-hmm.
But then they also, most of them like stop for a while, like years. Like, what was it? Jeffrey Dahmer, he stopped for how many years?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden one day it just like clicked again.
Because they get
Yeah.
these.
It's like you quit smoking and then you're at a bar
Yeah.
and someone's like, hey, you want a cigarette? And you're like, no.
Yeah.
And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden you get it. You
And
get
you're
that little
smoking-
taste again. And it's
Yeah, there's like
okay, I'm
something
back.
that triggers you, and then you just get these fucking urges, and they can't they can't control them. They have to act on them. Otherwise, it just gets worse and worse and worse and
Well,
worse.
sounds like they're pretty good people then. It's just they got you know, addictions.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, being like a sex addict or.
Yeah, why do we got to put them in prison? I mean, it's just a problem that they have to overcome. Right?
Well, you see, I think it's just the flat out extent of their problem.
Yeah.
Like, you know, being addicted to cigarettes is a little different than being addicted to.
Yeah, you're just killing yourself at that point. Not killing other people.
Yeah. If you were to kill somebody.
Okay. I like where this is going.
If you were to kill somebody, and I suppose we should probably set up like it's not a random act, like you just killed somebody because you got mad at them. Like you thoroughly thought it through. You picked somebody you're going to kill and you're going to go kill them. Unless everything goes awry, how are you going to kill somebody? Like if you were to try to get away with it in 2024, how are you killing somebody?
Honestly, I feel like the best way. Okay, there's probably two ways. One would be, okay, is it somebody I know or just
it could be anybody,
just random person, whatever.
You're planning it though. You pick somebody and you want them dead, and you're gonna kill them. That's how are you doing it?
It would have to be either like some form of poison to not get caught, right? Or you'd have to pick like the perfect spot with no cameras, whatever, and you'd have to like snipe them or something, because that's probably the only way, like really, that you would, or it's one of the easiest ways, I guess, to not get caught, because you can, if they don't know where you're shooting them from, you can collect all your shit, you know, and any evidence, clear it up, whatever, and right, like, I don't know.
So don't hang out with you out in the middle of absolute nowhere.
Well, you definitely wouldn't be hanging out with me. You'd just be out in the middle of nowhere, and I'd be somewhere that nearby. You just wouldn't know it.
What if you were out in like the middle of the mountains somewhere, and you're like, oh, there's a random person. I'm gonna kill this guy with a sniper, and you shoot him. You're like, yep, nobody will ever know about this. And you walk past a fucking trail camera on your way out, carrying your fucking.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be fucked then, but
yeah,
chances are you wouldn't even notice it anyway.
Dude, it would be like, it makes me wonder why people even think that they can get away with it anymore, because there's like,
people do.
There's so much shit they can fucking
Dude, people
nail
get
you
away with the murder all the, like,
every day, probably.
Chicago,
yeah.
Southside Chicago, people are getting away with it every single day.
Yeah, well, they're not
Guaranteed.
really.
LA, but yeah, I mean, I agree. They're not really trying
to solve it.
You
either.
know, I mean, but there are so many. How can you try?
Like,
you know, I mean,
small town Clear Lake, they're finding you.
Yeah,
like, they're gonna put the effort in, and they're gonna find you.
But like Southside Chicago, you can only hire so many people, detectives.
Yeah,
like you can't just have a detective for every person in
Well,
Chicago.
that's not necessarily true. I mean, look at Jody Huisentruit. She hasn't even. Obviously, she's dead.
Well, that was also from a time too where
there was fucking. You could do fucking DNA evidence and all this shit too.
But you didn't have like cell phone. You didn't have.
They had nothing to fucking.
Not every place had security cameras.
No, that's true.
You know that were fucking good. You know, we were walking around with fucking big ass or camcorders that sat on your shoulder.
Yeah,
they had security footage and stuff, but they didn't have like the Ring doorbell cameras on everyone's house, where it's like, oh yeah, there's the van that took her right there. It's going this way.
Just like the guy that David Schultz that's missing here from like Sac County or whatever. Like they have pictures of him at like different sections of like Highway 20 there.
Was that the truck driver?
Yeah, the truck driver. Like they have pictures of him. Okay, he was last seen here at this time. It's like that's the shit you got to really worry about if you do fucking kill somebody.
Right.
Yeah. You get fucking.
Dude, nobody realizes either that like highways, every highway you travel down has cameras at the fucking traffic lights.
I guess. I guess I'm gonna.
You can't travel anywhere without somebody like.
In order to get away with it, when it comes to like if you're in an area where there's cameras everywhere or whatever, you gotta avoid them or whatever. I guess what I would do is I would definitely conceal my entire body somehow. You know, whether it be like jackets, pants, so like there's no marks, no tattoos showing, any of that shit, right? Mask, obviously. And then you just kill somebody.
Yeah.
However you kill them. But then you also can't you can't be driving like your vehicle or anything. You have to be some, I don't know, shit that you found or stole or whatever. There's ways to do it.
Killing somebody and not going to prison for it sounds like so much fucking work.
There's a lot of
It's almost like you just shouldn't kill somebody because that's way less work.
I think that's the idea that they have behind it. Like the people that will be will be looking for you. Like that's kind of the idea.
Yeah.
But I think like you would have, like you said, get all dressed up and fucking just be nothing showing. But I think like depending on the time of the day, like say they're just getting off of work, like you jump in their vehicle and take them hostage. And then, you know, obviously with nobody around. And then you like have to just drive somewhere fucking the most remote place that you can.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, for me, it'd be like West fucking Texas or something.
Oh, you're going to go that far.
I mean, but you'd have to do it all in one shot.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to drive it that way. Like,
and hopefully you don't get pulled over.
Because don't you have to be missing for a certain amount of time before they actually put out like
I feel like it's like 24 hours or something. Yeah.
So like
West Texas would be a good place.
Yeah.
That's
dude, when I went down there for work
last
year, like around this time, dude, yeah, you could easily
and then
fucking,
and then you get bit by a rattlesnake after you're walking back from where you dropped the
fucking
body
20 feet away from the body. Like,
You're like,
shit.
fuck.
Son of a bitch.
Good chance neither of you would be found.
Honestly, that would be the best thing to do. Say best thing, but that would be the way to do it is like if you're here in Iowa, right? You get someone, take them to somewhere far away from here.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, chances of somebody, especially like West Texas, where you can hide something like that, the chances of somebody finding like a body and then linking it back to, you know, here, whatever, are pretty slim.
Yeah.
I was thinking, you know, you see some of these videos of like cops and stuff where they accidentally get like fentanyl exposure while they're doing like drug busts. They get like the wind blows, it blew in their face, and then 2 minutes later they're on the ground like dying.
Yeah.
I was like, that would be one of those, like you dress up like a normal dude, cover up everything, like you're a fucking hitman.
But that's not a normal dude. That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
It's like,
and as you're walking by somebody, you know, make sure there's nobody around. You just
I literally,
right in their face.
I pictured him just walking and then just blowing it.
fucking,
So
See ya.
And actually spit like, fuck, and start wiping it off with your hand. And like, oh, fuck.
I can see Colby going to do it. And he like goes to taking a really deep breath to like blow it out. And he
Sucks it in. Fuck. Call the cops right now.
What's wrong with you? I'm just trying to get you with fentanyl. I got myself.
Got myself with the fentanyls. Yeah.
Fentanyl's no joke though.
It is no
pandemic
joke.
right now.
It's fucking killing
It's a
everybody.
real pandemic.
Did you guys see Jelly Roll's speech that he did?
Yeah.
Dude, that was pretty.
I did not.
You got to look it up. He did a fucking.
He was in front of the Congress.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the whole thing. I started watching it. And I did.
He's like, and I'm the perfect person to listen to because I have lost my rights to even elect any of you guys. Mm-hmm. He's like, my past is my past. He's like, but I would like to do as much as I can.
Dude, he fucking killed it on that speech that he gave.
Yeah.
He's a dude, right?
Yeah.
He's a fucking stand-up dude. I want to go see Jelly Roll at some point. Yeah. I've missed a few concerts that he's been around here, but
well, he was at what do they call it now?
Country Thunder.
Country Thunder.
Yeah.
Is it Country Thunder now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Denim Fest. It was
Denim
Fest. It was
Tree
Town,
Country Thunder.
And Denim Fest.
The Country Thunder was only like a year. I think
that was the first year.
They bought it out and then they sold it to Joe Denham.
Yeah.
Like the rights to it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then is it still Denim Fest or
honestly,
do they even fucking do it?
We'll see.
Honestly, I gave up.
Doing it this year?
Probably.
I gave up going to it.
Me and Kylie went the year it was Country Thunder. That was like the first year we were together.
I think you told us about this on here. Didn't you guys like
Oh yeah, snuck away in the
Snuck away
back seat of
behind-
the truck.
yeah.
Oh, and behind the camper.
Behind
yeah.
the camper, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
We went a few different days.
Same camper.
The first. So Corbin,
Oh yeah.
his all-time favorite band right now is Motley Crue, and they are playing at the Iowa State Fair.
Mm-hmm.
And Jaden got online the other day when tickets went up for sale and fucking
Got some in.
snagged us some tickets.
Fuck yeah.
So he doesn't know about it. So if you see him, don't tell him.
What are you gonna do if he like secretly watches this podcast or something on his tablet and you don't know about it?
Well, as
I
long as
guarantee he does every once in a while.
as long as
He's
he
way too smart. You are not able to block him out
No.
of this.
He fucking told me that the button right here.
Yeah.
He told me that I didn't have to just, and I'm pretty good with electronic shit. He told me I didn't have, because there's like options you can do, like your flashlight, whatever.
yeah.
But he showed me that you can put shortcuts on there and you could do it to like call somebody.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I'd use it to open my YouTube.
Yeah.
I fucking push it, hold it, whatever, and my YouTube comes up.
YouTube.
Didn't even know that. I
Yeah,
had that
dude, that
stupid
kid
flashlight
is-
on there for forever.
That kid's a fucking he's a whiz, man. As long as he acts surprised, like if he does hear this, as long as he acts surprised and like doesn't give it away that he knew about it, then fine, whatever.
Yeah.
So before you go to the concert, are you gonna let him watch The Dirt?
Oh, he's already seen the
Oh, has
dirt.
he?
He was watching the dirt on his tablet on the school bus one day. The whole tablet thing that got ripped away from him pretty quick after.
Ooh, you know those ground squirrels that have been showing up dead?
Yep,
Wasn't bourbon.
wasn't bourbon.
It wasn't bourbon.
Why?
It was Corbin.
Oh, yeah.
That's why the skin was removed surgically.
I wondered why the fucking it was just a pancreas missing out of every one of them. So I don't.
Oh, kidney and- Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's been fun. This is fun. I
Love talking about murder.
I like
Murder's
talking about
fun.
murdering people and killing stuff and.
I do like talking about serial killers and shows. I mean, that's why I chose criminology as my
We should
major. It's fun.
So we should do another episode similar to this, but we'll touch on like cold cases that like just
like the Zodiac killer.
like people that have gone missing and
Oh yeah,
are gone and
Yeah.
nobody knows anything. There's
Like
no like
Jody Who's in Truth.
Jody
Yeah.
who's in truth, which findjody.com.
FindJody.com.
And if you haven't watched any of the documentaries on Netflix about the serial killers, fucking The Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez.
Watch that
That
one.
one's a fucking great one.
That dude.
Obviously, all the Dahmer ones.
Yeah. That's the
What's
shit
in-
that kills
what's in
me
the
about
bag?
the Night
Just a
Stalker.
bunch of gay stuff.
The shit that kills me about like Dahmer or not Dahmer, the Night Stalker, right? Is like that dude is a fucked up looking dude, right?
Yeah.
And you got these other crazies like women that are mailing him and shit and be like, I want to have your babies.
That are in
and-
love with him. That fell in love with him.
Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with people?
That's gambling pretty
Dude, but
fucking tough.
The
there.
way the way he got fucking caught is like the exact way that I want. Like I hope, like I fucking see a serial killer and like didn't he just like
Like he's
running down the
through
road and somebody just popped him across the head?
a bunch of
or
no,
beat the fuck
it was
out of him?
It was like a community like fucking tackled him and they were like beating the shit out of him.
beat the
and shit.
fuck out of him.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be.
Fuck
Yeah.
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 Yeah, they shouldn't have to go to like a fair trial or like shit like that. They should
No.
they should put him in like a fucking WWE cage match cage where he can't get out and all the people, the general public that want to partake can go in there and it's like 90-1 and it's like you're going to die and it's not going to be fun for you.
I think they should do what the third movie on the Human Centipede series did.
Haven't seen it.
You gotta watch it.
Ooh.
So if you go to prison, you get your mouth sewed to an asshole.
Oh right, yeah, you're
And-
Yep.
Yep. And then you're strapped in or whatever. And so you spend 10 years, you get to go, but you have them fucking
The sutures all
the
over your
sutures
face.
all over your face. So, people
people
know
know.
that you've been to prison. But if you're there for life, you get your arms and your legs cut off, but you still get your mouth fucking sewed to an asshole, and they call you the human caterpillar. Because you can't fucking move around.
So
you
is
just
that how
gotta
you
squirm around.
Is that how you eat then? You eat the shit?
Yeah. You just
What
hope, just hope you're in
honestly,
first.
honestly, like rapists and child molesters and all this shit, we need to do some they need to be
up shit.
Yeah, it needs to be fucking brutal,
dude,
and it needs to be publicly shown, so
hangings.
people can be like, I really want to touch that kid, but I really don't want that to happen.
Well,
so I'm not gonna touch that kid.
Like, I mean, TikTok has started like publicly shaming a lot of those people. Like, you see those people that are on like Chris Hansen, you know, that shit. But like, it's not enough. It's not enough.
It's not enough. Yeah,
like,
sometimes they don't. They just like nonchalantly like don't care,
right?
I guess
they're like, okay, whatever, and then they start off by saying, "Hey, we're not going to call the cops on you," you know, blah blah blah. I think most of the time they do, or they let the cops know. But like, fuck no, they need to come in with somebody like beating their ass and
beat them up, cut their genitals off, whatever.
Yeah, make them cry, make them cry hysterically,
make it miserable. They don't deserve good shit.
No,
you know, back in like the Wild West days, they had like the blocks. You'd get in trouble for doing something, and they'd lock you in like the head and arm blocks,
the guillotine,
and you had to sit there.
Guillotine. It's the guillotine is where it comes down.
They put your head.
But you're still in those.
You're in the
blocks,
arm,
right?
Yeah, they're called something else though.
Yeah.
But they put you in there, and you have to stand there hunched over like that, and they leave you outside in the weather for days.
Yeah,
and then
I don't even think that would be enough.
Dude,
no,
honestly.
But people can walk by and stone you, and they throw like fucking the rotten vegetables and shit at you, and then the wild dogs come nip at your fucking balls.
You should be fucking locked in there and then have it raining like quarter-size hail.
Public executions. Public executions need to come back.
They do.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And if you're too soft to watch public execution,
don't watch it.
Don't watch. But there's going to be a lot of us that are going to be like, cut his fucking head off.
Well, we'll start gambling on it.
Yeah.
How long is he going to last?
FanDuel will have over
it'll be like he's sentenced to death, but you don't know what the penalty is, like how he's going to die, and be like, oh, I bet I'm putting 20 grand on hanging.
It's going to be purple Gatorade.
Purple Gatorade.
He's going to be skinned and lemon. Anyway, yeah. Awesome. So, hey, I know we said it before. We're still doing the giveaway. The video is coming out any day now.
It's dropping.
It is dropping. So if you're not watching our socials, watch the socials so you can
pay attention to the socials.
So you can get the way to win a Blackstone.
You can figure out how to win your own Blackstone.
You can figure out how to win the Blackstone.
Figure out how to win the Blackstone.
Win the Blackstone.
Win it.
Win it.
As Nike would say, just do it.
Just do it. Just doing it.
Do it.
Just doing it.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right.
Thank you guys for watching. We love the fuck out of you.
Love you guys.
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
Fuck you.
I would definitely murder you guys as my targets.
Yep. It was good training.
Yeah. It's because I love you. And I want to fuck your skull.
Yeah, with that being said, KLYB, bye. I'm chasing her butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have cowboy boots and wear their Wrangler. Fuck me in the butthole. Take two. Chasing their butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have cowboy boots and carry around their pitchforks. Chasing their butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have real nice butts and wear those Wrangler jean shorts.
All right, dude.
Pull chocks.
Pull chocks.